Hello farmers and welcome to Pallegney, my first recorded series on Farming Simulator 25. This was highly recommended in my live streams when this map was kind of being pushed out, or saw maybe about a couple weeks ago. And no one was going to be coming to Mod Hub, so it was like about maybe a handful of people watching live streams saying this map, I should give it a go. So the map got released today, and here I am on Pallegney. I hope I'm even pronouncing that right. I have no idea. Upper right-hand corner, you can see we have 0 buckaroos. I have 0 equipment, 0 land, 0 of everything. This first series here from our recorded series in FS25, we're going to be doing what we did on Goldcrest Valley in 22. For those who don't remember, on Goldcrest Valley in 22, I could not buy anything new from the store. I can only buy stuff from the used section. So it gets, it's kind of nice when you can just say in the game, I want to buy this tractor. You save the money, you buy the tractor. In this game, I want a tractor. That'd be a good thing to start off with. But I need to get it from the used section. Now, there are some things I can't really get from the used section, like maybe a chainsaw, or maybe like a front loader, which can show up in the used section, but we'll see how that goes. But anyways, I got $0, 0 land, 0 equipment. So the only thing I can do to begin with is we can do contracts. For the series, everything is turned on like I'm doing on Fresh Stocks. The only thing I got turned off is Fieldstone. I am playing on Hard Economy, and I'm using basically kind of the same mods as I am on Fresh Stocks. Will I use them? Will I not use them? I have no idea. I don't know much about the map. I do know the map was out in 22. And was it out in 19? I'm not too sure. But I know this map was out in 22. I know that much. And that's pretty much all I know about the map, other than I just quickly look around. I've been looking around here for about 5 minutes. And like I said, it didn't matter if I don't want to say if I like the map or not. Have no idea if I'm going to like it or not. But we're going to dive in because so many people recommended this map, and then we get on it. So anyways, let's go ahead and, yeah, I just jumped over here to Field 97. I was trying to see, like, where would it get starting position, where I would like to go, but it's always the store that kind of gets you there, right? So I want to do contracts, and the first one I want to do is I'm going to do a baling contract, because the store is right here, and the field is just right down the road, and I do need to borrow the items, so let's go ahead and do that. And actually, let's just go ahead and get right to baling, and then we can talk more about the series, and I don't want to say what the kind of plans are, but where we'll be going. The 2 items I am starting with are these log grabs you may see. I think they're like at a sawmill. I was going to sell them, and I was like, no, I should probably hang on to them for a certain reason. I don't know if I can buy them back or if I would be able to use them. So I'm not too sure what these are for. I mean, it looks like you would pick up logs and put them here. I have no idea. But anyways, let's get into our same Virtuous tractor. Oh, it does have, I need to change that setting. Game settings, where would that be? Is it under general settings, actually? Help window, colorblind. No, I want it to where camera, input control, sound. Give me just a moment. Where is that setting? I don't want the automatic engine start turned off. There we go. That's what I want. Just make sure all my pedals and everything are working good. All right, let's get going here. So I know maybe a few of you, maybe there's more than a few of you, that don't like the live streams. I understand that. You've been waiting for the recorded series. Some maps have come out. I just didn't feel it at all. But like I said, a lot of people in the live streams were like, oh, I would like to see a Let's Play on that map or whatever. So here we are. Here we are. Oh, we got ourselves a rotary. I'm used to those. Now, the funny thing is, the first job I'm taking is a baling contract. And the reason why that's funny, because say during the live stream, I was having some issues with doing some baling on my own property. So I want to see how this goes to start with. So there is some cheap land around here, so we can buy, after a few contracts, we can buy some land and then go from there. The thing is, where do I want to start? What should I start with? And I'm kind of thinking I should start with a grass field. Now, a grass field would be good because, of course, we can make silage. And silage price does not really change a whole lot throughout the year. So I can get 4 cuts in on a grass field per year. Just keep selling the silage, and we're good to go. So another thing with just being able to only buy from the used section, we do have other restrictions. And the other restrictions are going to be Oh, automatic drop needs to be turned on. The other restrictions are I can lease items, but only to start with up to 5. Now, if you didn't see Goldcrest Valley or hear me talk about it on the live streams, you may be saying, well, 5 items, that's quite a lot. Which it does sound like a lot, but if I were to, let's just say, the first field I buy has wheat in it, and it's ready to be harvested, and I don't own anything, I would need to lease a harvester. I need to lease the header. I need to probably lease a header trailer. I need a tractor and a grain trailer to transport the material to sell it. So there's 5 items right there just to do a harvesting contract. So yeah, 5 items may seem like a lot, but just doing one job on the farm, that would be 5 items right there. One mod I was thinking about looking at, I don't know if it's out in 25 yet or not, maybe you guys can tell me, but lease to own, but I think that would go against buying from the used section. So the only thing, like I said, that we can do is buy from the used section. I thought about doing, well, lease to own, because that would be nice to start the series. Once we do get some money in our bank account, I could maybe lease a tractor, and eventually, we would just buy it, outright own it, because we leased it for too long, or for a long period of time. But then again, that's like getting a new tractor in some ways, so don't want to do that. So yeah, we're going to get ourselves some money here. I think this contract was paying like $6 grand and something. But of course I am borrowing items, so yeah, it'll be whatever it is. It shall be whatever it is. So I'm going to learn about the map as we go along here. Like I said, I haven't even been, I didn't even tour the map. Like I said, the map came out today. I think someone's told me in the live streams, Daggerwind did a map tour of it. I have not seen nothing about this map. I don't remember anything about it from 22, so I'll learn on it as I go. But like I said, a lot of people in the stream like this map from 22. And so here we are. Like again, I think it's called Pallegney. Pallegney. That's the way I'm going to pronounce it. Might be wrong. I do apologize, but there we have it, Pallegney. So yeah, probably the first year I'll be doing nothing but contracts, but like I said, there is a couple pieces of land out there that don't cost too much. But I would look at it like a grass field. Like I said, I could lease a tractor and a mower, and then a baler, maybe an all-in-one baler and wrapper. And then we can just sell the silage straight off the field at that particular time. I think that would bring, well, not at that particular time, because I need 3 months for the grass to ferment. And yes, we are playing on hard economy. So, yeah, if you're wondering, well, what's on sale today? Well, not much, other than this bale wrapper would be good. If that's what I'm going to do, a bale wrapper would be good. It's in the used section. So, when I saw that in the used section, I was kind of like thinking, well, but the only thing there I would have interest in is the bale wrapper. And that one's pretty good, because that would do square and round. And I can do up to 220s, so that would just about cover every bale that we have possible. Other than 240s, of course. Yeah, so a little contract heavy to begin with, but we gotta build up the money. And for those new to my Farming Simulator Let's Plays, yeah, I like to, I don't want to say make it difficult, but to me the difficult is what makes it great for me. You know, achieving, you know, when you finally do have enough money to buy that tractor, I feel like I achieved quite a bit, because I'm doing on hard economy. It takes a while. There will be some things I do, though, that you may say, well, you're playing on hard economy, but you're doing that. It all depends on the flow in the series and how we're going. But the rules are not going to change. Still can only buy from the used section, other than like a chainsaw. But I think everything else should pop up on the used section. And yeah, only be able to lease 5 items at a time. So I can have 5 lease items at a time. And as the series goes on, we finally do get some equipment. The amount of items that we can lease would go from, I think I did it on Goldcrest Valley. I went from 5 to 3 after a while. And you may say, well, okay, that sounds like fun. It's not going to be too hard to get the equipment. You'd be surprised. On Goldcrest Valley, it took forever. If I remember correctly, I think it took forever for mowers to really show up on the sales page. And I think I did the same. I'm not sure if I started with the grass field on Goldcrest Valley, but actually I don't even remember. What did I start with on Goldcrest Valley? Actually, I think on Goldcrest Valley, I think we started with 2 million. I think I went from Solyndra to Goldcrest Valley, and I took whatever money I had from Solyndra to Goldcrest Valley, which, as you know, because I just did it really in fresh stocks, where I started with 2 million. $2 million sounds like a lot of money, which it is, but in farming terms, when you start with nothing, by the time you buy some land and just get a couple pieces of equipment and starting stuff, that 2 million is out the window pretty darn quick. So overall, the goal in this series, what do I want the farm to turn into be? Haven't got a clue. I think it all depends on how we go. Go the first 10 episodes and see where we're at, and then plans are going to change, of course. So just go with it. First, let's try to get some equipment. That's what I need to do. Another question you may have is how many episodes, or how often are there going to be episodes? I'm going to aim for 2 episodes a week. I know it may not seem like a lot, because if you're not watching the live streams, you may say 2 episodes a week. Oh, I want more, which I appreciate that you would like to see more of my content. I really do appreciate that. But I mean, I am live streaming right now, fresh stocks 6 times a week. Eventually that will go down, though, once other games do come out. But yeah, I'll be live streaming fresh stocks 6 times a week. And I will be live streaming other games as they come out as well. So, and I still got ATS, and of course, you may have noticed I'm getting back into SnowRunner as well. And there's a couple more games that are, on my table, and I haven't had a chance to look at yet. So, yeah, the table is getting pretty full, which is fun. It's fun to be able to play games. See, I'm going to aim for like 2 times a week. Right now, I'm going to try to get them out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Wait, today? Yeah, I say that Tuesdays and Thursdays. That'll be for next week, because right now it is Tuesday as I'm recording it. Well, if you're a channel member, you might be seeing it on a Tuesday. But, yeah, if you're watching it when the video goes live, this should be going out Wednesday. Well, for me, it'll be Wednesday morning at 10 a.m., 2 hours before I start the live stream. And if you're new, and this is the first time you're seeing one of my videos, yeah, I'll be live streaming in a few hours, if you're watching this when the video goes live anyways. But I do expect a good number of people to be doing a Let's Play on this map as it is. But the one thing I got to get used to, because it's been a while, I got to remember when I'm playing Farming Simulator here, I'm not live streaming, so I can do jump cuts and time lapses once and again. So, I mean, it's been since early November since I was on Western Australia, right? Since I did that. Ever since then, all my Farm Sim videos have been live streams. So, if you're still with me and you haven't been watching the live streams for the past 2 months and you've been waiting for a recorded series, thanks for sticking around. We are finally here. And I just hope you are going to enjoy the journey of only being able to buy used stuff, which may sound kind of weird, but it's a fun little challenge because you never know what you're going to get. It's kind of like Christmas every day. You look at the sales page, like what's in there. I'm like, I need a tractor, and it may not be the brand tractor that you love, but at that point, you've been waiting for a tractor that fits what you need, and it's like, that's what we need. I think also on Goldcrest Valley, I ran into the problem of, because I did want to do a grass field, or we had a grass field, and I wanted to cut the grass. So, of course, I needed a mower on the front and the butterfly mower on the back. Now, I think for a while, the first tractor that came out that I could buy in the used section, was a nice big tractor, but it didn't have a 3-point link in the front. Didn't have the option to have a 3-point link in the front. I kind of remember that a little bit. So it's situations like that you run into. It's like, I need this, but you just can't reach out and grab a new one. You got to get yourself a used one. Well, let me go ahead and get more of this field done, and then we'll move on to doing another contract. Because like I said, $6 grand is not going to do a whole lot. What it will do, and I may buy something right away, it might be a chainsaw, because deadwood contracts, at least on fresh stocks, is pretty good, because the woods there, the trees are spread out pretty good, so it's easier to see the dead trees. But I mean, if I can get myself a $1,000 chainsaw, yes, I'll have to buy it new, because I don't think you'll ever see one in the used section. We can do deadwood contracts and chop down like 10 trees real quick for like $1 grand. And in the early stages, that's good money. Alright, just one more swath, and hopefully that will complete the task at hand. And by doing so, I'll have conquered my goals here on Pallegney. I'm going to probably say it 20 different ways this episode, and one of them will be right, I think. Or maybe not. Alright, hopefully this bale will do it. Because I don't think I got enough out here for another bale. Okay, so apparently I'm at 98%, so they want another bale, huh? Am I going to have to get every little bit of straw off this field? Oh, no. Okay, so it's not the number of bales. It must be the amount of straw you actually do pick up off the field. I will turn the engine off because that's what I should do. Let's go ahead and collect on this contract. So, 5,716. Let's go ahead and collect on that. Alrighty. And then, is there deadwood contracts? There is for 1,500. Let me just go to field 41. What I want to see is how clustered are these trees. Ooh, that might be kind of hard to find the trees in here, honestly. It may not be bad, so maybe I'll have to give it a go. In the meantime, yeah, we'll go ahead and I will accept contract. Not borrow. I'm not going to use that thing. We will activate that one. And what else we got? We got fertilizing contracts. Ooh, that's a big field, though. And harvesting for 24,000. Ooh, that would be a good contract to do. But I can imagine that field must be awfully huge. And there is a weeding contract I could do. I could borrow the items on that one. Yeah, let's go ahead and borrow the items on that one. Alright, oh, I see my first tree. So I am going to, like I said, I'm supposed to buy only from the used section. I do want to buy this today if I could. But that's, we'll just say 27,000. So let me go ahead and get myself a chainsaw, because I've never seen a chainsaw for sale in the used section. I always get steel because that's what I have in real life, is a steel chainsaw. Love the thing. Alright. So one thing I did notice on fresh stocks when I was doing a lot of deadwood contracts at the beginning of that series, I think all the paintings, the arrows on the trees, well, I say arrows, all the markings on the trees face southward. So if you're having a hard time finding the markings, if you go south of the circle and then look north, you should be able to see them. So all the markers when I go down here should be facing me. Not that it's going to be easy to find them all, but it should be easier. Yeah, so these trees here are pretty well clustered together. There's a lot of foliage. Although, you can also look up in the sky this time of year and look for all the dead trees. I see a couple of them here. Let's knock those down. So as for... I thought there was another one here somewhere. As for how long are the episodes going to be, probably what they were in 22, like a half hour to an hour, depending on what we're doing. But maybe this first episode might be just a little bit short because I'm recording this kind of late and I want this to get out tomorrow, which should not be a problem. Alright, so I'm halfway home. But we own a chainsaw. Hallelujah. We own a chainsaw. I think where I started the episode, that grass field there might be my starting field. I have no idea. And eventually build a yard around. But like I said, I haven't really toured the map yet. So as I go around, that plan may change. But yeah, I think getting a grass field, of course having a tractor, a mower, a baler, and a wrapper is what we need. And the wrapper is right there for our taking. And I found out in 25 on River Bend, cutting the grass 4 times a year, every 2 months, is the best way to go currently. So I'll probably be doing that here if once we get that far. Am I down to my last tree? Because it's, you know, it's always the last tree that's hard to find. The last tree is always hard to find. It's got to be up here somewhere. Try to avoid going in flight mode to see where it is. So I'll just run around with a chainsaw running in my hands, as one does. Is that it right there? No, that's one I already cut down. It's already leaning. The heck is that? Oh, I'm at a road, and that's a marker for the road. Gotcha. Was not sure what that was. Well, we'll find the tree. Is this it? Alright, that took about 15 seconds. Yeah, this one looks like it has not been cut. There we go. Let's go ahead and click on that. Collect. Lovely. Alright, so right back up to $6,216 is what we want. So I get myself a Fendt. Ooh, and I have no idea. Where am I and where do I need to go? Alright. So I'm going to cruise the map a little bit with this weeder. Weeding contracts have been somewhat hit or miss sometimes. So hopefully I'll have no problem doing this weeding contract. Let's go out here. Turn. Okay. Hello, John. How you doing? If you know, you know. I told you every time I see a red car. I don't always remember, but yeah. Oh yeah, so I should also say, by the way, this map is available on all platforms. I don't want really have the big map up, but it's the only way I'm going to learn where the heck I'm going. So we are somewhere in France. I almost want to scream it. If you know, you know on that one too. Maybe one day I'll be saying, yeah, we're in France, and I'll put that video clip up with that woman screaming France. But anyways, yeah, let's get up here and get this weeding contract done. Now, the one thing I may fall into, because on fresh stocks, a 4x map, the fields don't look that big, and then I get there and they're huge because it's a 4x map. I may fall into looking at the fields on this map and thinking they're huge, and get there and they may not be as big as I think that they are. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cut across. I should have went up that road over there. I'm not sure if there are collectibles on this map, and if so, if I should collect them. I think I'll go a little bit on that front. Is there stats? 7 collectibles on the map. All right. Now, Fresh Stock says there's 25 collectibles on the map, but I do believe there are none. So I don't know if that's a bug here on Pallegney or not. Where am I at, anyways? What is this place? don't know, but the field I need is, I think, right here, actually. Nice big weeder. Hopefully other weeding contracts come up, and I can use the equipment from this one. Yes, it is working. Great. That's a good start. Yeah, I had a couple problems with weeding contracts on Riverbend. A couple times I went to the field to get rid of the weeds, and it wouldn't work. And yes, I know all about using the right equipment for the right contracts because they're more specific in 25 than they were in 22. I did another weeding contract where I was getting rid of the weeds, but in the contract it wasn't showing that I was doing anything. So I'm not sure if that's all been squared away. I can't remember if that was after the last patch or not. But either way, this one's working, so that's all that matters to me. Yeah, so I think after I get this contract done, we'll have a look at the grass fields around the map, and we'll try to visit some of them and try to look for a ground that's somewhat relatively on a flat ground-ish. Just because I buy that first field as a grass field doesn't mean I have to build my farm there either. And actually, I have no idea where the starting farm would be on this map because, you know me, I start as a fresh farmer or whatever it's called. And so I don't know where the starting farm would be. Yeah, but just because I buy the first field, that doesn't mean that's where my farm will be. But if it's a good grass field, relatively cheap, I just want to get into working silage. The thing is, though, we are in August. So by the time I get around to where I have a grass field and I have enough money to where maybe I can borrow a tractor and mower and baler and wrapper, well, hopefully we can buy that wrapper while it's on sale. Yeah, winter will be coming, but we can just breeze on through the winter months. I'm not going to have animals or production buildings I need to take care of. It's going to be pretty much just like, yeah, I have nothing to do, so let's go right on to March or whatever it is. So, yeah, there are some decent-sized fields here, it looks like. So, in the early stages, getting those contracts would be good. You may say, why not get that $25,000 contract? Well, harvesting contracts take a while. So, I'm looking for more jobs like this. I'd rather do 3 weeding jobs like this size, rather than doing that one harvesting contract. Now, I could get myself a worker going in that field. There's no rule I can't have workers. Because now I got the money, a whopping $6,000, but we can hire a worker to do the harvesting, and then while I'm doing contracts, they could be harvesting. But for the first episode today, we're just going to do some contracts and kind of get the ball rolling. Almost done here, but I did not activate GPS because, well, GPS is not really my thing. So I'm just kind of guesstimating where I needed to be, and so far it seems to be working out okay. I should have a big section down here still to do if I don't get 100% by going down the middle here. Now, before I collect on this contract, we'll see if there's other weeding contracts nearby. Because why not use this large equipment on like smaller fields and get good money right up front? I don't think it's going to collect here. I got to go past this section. It's going to be in this section of the field down here. I left times at the ×5 for a while, and I shouldn't have. I should have left it at ×2 for the first day. So we're kind of halfway through the month already, which is fine. All right, we should be able to collect on this, well, complete this contract in this section here, and there we go. All right, let's raise it up and fold it up at the same time. All right, let's go ahead and we'll see what we got here. So that was almost 7,500. What else we got for weeding contracts? Just one more in 74. Oh, which is like right across the road. Well, we will accept that contract. That's why it's good to check. 74, right across the road. That really should just take me about a second or two. Yeah, the map does seem to be pretty well detailed. And it's not a flat map. Fresh Stocks I'm playing on right now is a flat map-ish. It's not what I would call the flat map itself. It's got little knolls and tiny little hills here and there, but I'm liking the way this is, you know, the hills and the traverseness of the terrain is looking. So I'll try to divide up the contracts as well. I don't want to do weeding. So not back to back. So we'll get this one done. But I mean, it was hard to resist. It was right across the road. So also you may be asking yourself, you know, with the bale wrapper in the sale page, you may be asking, why buy that now? You don't have land or anything. Well, yeah, I could buy the grass field, and by the time I get around to getting everything I need before I need the bale wrapper, by the time I get all that there, the bale wrapper will not be on the sale page anymore. And who knows if it'll ever come back up again. So that's the thing. You got to kind of know what you want for your farm when you're doing this kind of a challenge, only be able to buy from the used section. Because when it comes up on the used section for sale, it's almost like, okay, I may not need it for another year, but who knows when they'll come up for sale again. So you got to grab it. Now, one downside of buying from the used, and maybe many of you already know this, is, of course, repairing the stuff. In FS22, I had the mod where it was reduced maintenance cost, was like 70% reduced maintenance cost. There is a mod out on 25, and I think it's actually on how fast the things wear down. And I put that to about 50%. It seems to be going, I've been using it on Fresh Stocks from the beginning, and I like the pace that it's going at. Things are not wearing down too much because, you know, I'm going to be buying used stuff, so it may have many hours on it, which means it's going to break down pretty darn fast. So the Riverbend Springs, with something got to 40 hours, it seemed like just after 2 hours of usage, it was already worn down quite a bit. So I am running that mod to reduce the wear by 50%. And like I said, on Fresh Stocks, it seems to be going at a pretty good pace. I'm not reducing the maintenance cost of things to fix. That is still what the base game is, but if it gets to be too much, maybe I can tweak on that as well. I'll let you guys comment on that if you want to tweak it as we move along. But I mean, since we're just starting here, it's hard to tell the pace we need to be going. All right, so between the two weeding contracts, that's going to be pretty close to 10 grand. So, yeah, we're going to be sitting somewhere around $15,000, $16,000 here in just a moment. And really, I was kind of taking this field a little bit lazily, and I wasn't paying attention where I've been and have not been. But I'm guessing this little section right here might do it. If not, I may have to go to the map and see where I have not been yet. It should be like this little section right here. And voila. No. All right, let's go to the map and see where I missed it. It's not showing weeds anywhere. Unless it's bugged. Okay, I'm not showing weeds anywhere. I mean, we can see the weeds in all the other fields. I don't see a green speck anywhere on this field. Well, let me fish around for a bit and see if I can find this last... when I was showing 1% more. So, I gotta find a weed somewhere. Maybe I gotta get up on my hands and knees with a little tiny hand shovel. When I mean a hand shovel, one that fits in the palm of your hand. Not sure exactly where I just did it, but apparently I completed it. I figured it was going to be like maybe in the corner where the trees were. Originally I thought maybe down in that corner where I started, because I was like, I don't need to cover too much. Alright, let's jump out of there. And yeah, we'll collect on these 2 contracts. So, almost 3,000 for that one, and 7,500 for that one. Which does get us up to 16,500, which is nice. So let's go ahead and just, we're going to jump around here just a bit. Let me go to farmland. Let me scroll on up. So there are grass fields, of course. Grass fields like that. The minute I see 129, it's like, that's not a good starting one. These are actually, I think, maybe tied to animal pens. So if I visit like this, you can see there's a, maybe for a cow pasture or whatever. I don't know if that's what it's for. I have no idea. But where I was starting, or where we started the episode, was like up here. This field's only 75,000, which is not bad. This one is 60,000. Actually, let's fly on up here. This one, yeah, it does have an enclosure. So I don't know if it's for what type of animal it's for, because it's an open pasture. So does it show on the map anything? No, it does not. Alright, so 97, this is where we started the episode. And yeah, this might be a good starting grass field, because it's pretty darn huge. And I could grow... What's over here? Don't know, but it might be a sell point of some sort. Oh, one of the lock cranes is over here. Okay. Well, let me get back up in the sky. Where was I? Lost where I was. Doesn't take much. I ran kind of fast. Oh, it's right here. Right here. So we do got a grass field there. Maybe another grass field here. That's only 39,000. So that's not too far out of reach. Really. And it is a grass field, but of course it needs lime, needs plowing. I have to tear it. That would have to tear back up. This one probably would be better. All right. So I think I need, what, like another 10 grand? For getting the bale wrapper. So, wow, field 82, I think that says. Field 82. Let's jump over to field 82. Visit. Yeah, that is... Field 82 is rather large. That's why they're paying $25,000. That would take me forever to do that. So, yeah, maybe hold off on that. Yeah, I need $27,000 for the wrapper. 125 to 150s and 180s to 220s. And it's only 26,000, half off. I think that's what we gotta aim for. Baling, there is bale wrapping. How far is that from the store? It's quite a ways. Some hoeing contracts are not bad, but that is a pretty big darn field. We got that one there as well, but I could get 2 of them done and maybe do other contracts. Like I said, I can hire workers to do stuff. So we can do, I can do one contract and a worker can do another. And that is probably what we'll end up doing. But let me go ahead and back up to, I think where I would like to start. Wait, is this a grass field up here? Although I don't really want to get on the edge of the map either. Yeah, this is not even a grass field. It's like a lot. That would be good for a production. There are productions on the map. So I do have to keep that in mind, but that's, of course, down the road. What other grass field? Yeah, this thing, maybe, what is it, field 90? Yeah, this field, 97, is kind of centralized. That's 91,000. It is on the river, so, I mean, it's a nice view. And, like, the field behind it is not a bad field. Maybe this field. We'll have to see how the money comes in. This could be a good starting grass field as well. And, yeah, we could build, you know, buy this field here and eventually just put the farmyard and everything on this. Not the entire field, of course, but that could be something we work towards. How would you cross? Is there bridges here? So if I were to want to build across the river, I mean, I guess I just have to come out, go across the bridge there, and then get on that side, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, but maybe this one right here. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Like I said, I'm just kind of figuring out the map for myself and just getting the series started, like I said. So once again, Pallegney, one of those few that I've said today. That's where we're at. And like I said, we can only buy from the used section, lease up to 5 items at a time. And but we can do unlimited contracts, hire as many workers as we want. As long as we got the cash, we can do so. And yeah, not a bad start. We got ourselves a chainsaw. We started with absolutely nothing. Did one contract, bought a chainsaw. Did a couple contracts for up to $16,500. And yeah, I'd like to buy that bale wrapper. And then just keep saving up money and see what happens next on the used section. But work towards one of these grass fields. So next time, yep, probably more contracts, build the money, and eventually, fingers crossed, we can buy our own land. And like I said, I think probably the best thing to do is buy a grass field and just cut it 4 times a year, wrap up the bales, and sell them as silage. I assume the price of silage is going to be the same on this map as it is on hard economy every year of the map I've been on so far. So it should be like 121 to 122 bucks for silage. If I can find it, I'm right on it. Yeah, 120, 121, same pricing. Nothing spectacular here. Sometimes modders on maps will change prices of things. But here it looks like to be base game pricing so far. So if you've been waiting for a recorded series, here you are. We're finally here after, let's see, December, January. Okay, we're about 3 months. 3 months in. But as I said, to many live streams, it takes about 3 months for really good maps to come out, and a lot of people wanted me to see me do a let's play on this map, as they mentioned in the live stream in the past couple weeks. So here we are. So hopefully you will enjoy me for the ride, and I cannot wait to see where we get to and what we'll be actually doing here. It's going to be a long series, like I said, with just about 2 episodes a week, I think. Don't hold me to that yet, but we'll definitely try to get 2 episodes per week out on this. And, you know, if it goes well, maybe 3. All depends on how the like buttons go. Speaking of like buttons, if you're still here and you like what you saw, don't forget about hitting that like button. It helps me out more than you know. Thumbs down buttons here as well. You can hit that if you want to, but leave me as a comment as to why, so maybe I can make the videos a little bit better for you, but no one ever leaves a comment as to why. If you're new here, that subscribe and notification bell are there as well, so you don't miss out more content like this. But that's going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Pallegney. But until then, have a good one.